So there's some new footage that's going around from the set of It Ends With Us where we see Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni making out on set. And people are saying that this is contradicting the allegations that she makes against Justin Baldoni. However, the timeline is important.
Hypocrisy by the law firm representing Ryan Reynolds. As it turns out, it's the same law firm that's representing Drake in his battle against the record label and Kendrick Lamar.
The attorney for Aldon, Brian Fredman, comprises before the video, there is a caption that says, M. Lively's lawsuit claims that Miss Lively and Mr. Baldoni were recording a slow dance montage. The following videos, which were taken on May 23, 2023, clearly contradict Miss Liv's description of Mr. Baldoni's behavior. The scene in question was intended to depict the two characters falling in love and yearning to be near one another, and both actors are obviously acting appropriately within the parameters of the scene and with mutual respect, professionalism. The latest firestorm is a leaked video that purports to show Blake Lively and her sharing an intimate moment. What should have been a routine behind-the-scenes clip has sparked a media frenzy that leaves fans wondering about the nature of their relationship and puts Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, in an awkward position of being at the center of the gossip. Hollywood thrives on drama, but sometimes the lines between on-screen fiction and real-life scandals blur in ways that no PR team can contain.
As many of you know, the latest Deadpool movie was a family affair for Scarlett Johansson's ex-husband and Amber Lively. Notoriously, the film featured Nice Pool, which was a caricature and mockery of Justin Baldoni. The Plantation Princess also had a brief cameo in the movie as Lady Pool, although it has been alleged that she didn't actually film at all. The Woody Allen apologist had just given birth, was feeling self-conscious about her body, which played into It Ends With Us, so instead her body double did all of the shooting, according to what is out there. And the lip nibbler just voiced her character.
In her original complaint, she mentioned a scene that while they were filming, he displayed certain inappropriate behaviors that made her extremely uncomfortable. In response to this, Justin Baldoni's team released that footage. They said, here's a scene she was talking about, see for yourselves if what she's saying is legit. And the online community went nuts, trying to figure out if in this footage he's displaying any inappropriate behaviors, if she seems uncomfortable in any way, or was her complaint very embellished.
The video, which was first shared online by an unidentified source before quickly going down, has only stoked rumors about whether this was a staged scene removed from context, or if there was something more personal involved. The controversy has taken unexpected turns as Ryan Reynolds has shown unusual behavior, with Hollywood insiders commenting and Justin Baldwin's wife leaving cryptic social media clues. It's time to look at this developing story from all sides.
I swear, everyone is obsessed with the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively case, even Joe Rogan.
Following the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing? Bro.
I never thought we'd talk about Joe Rogan on here, A, because I really don't know much about him. I'm pretty sure he was the Fear Factor host. He mentions how Blake and Ryan effed up. This is effing up their reputations.
Blake Lively, talk about ruin your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they fucked up. Ryan's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit, and they're like, you are a key part of this.
This is what you get, though. This is what you get. You're trying to ruin a guy's livelihood.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy. And he's suing the New York Times, and he's got a great case.
He's going hard in the paint. But that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
It's like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
He did it for the boys.
Exactly.
You need real to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Yeah, especially a guy like that. It was like known as being like this really sweet, nice guy.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right,
dude,
enough.
He also seems very impressed by Justin Baldoni's receipts provided.
It all began when a little, blurry video appeared online. At first glance, the clip seemed to depict Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni in a moment that felt noticeably close, even though it lacked clear audio. It might have been a scene from It Ends With Us, the movie adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling book, but astute viewers started pointing out discrepancies, particularly with regard to the lighting and camera angles, which were different from the officially released stills and teaser footage. Some even asserted that their chemistry in the leaked clip felt more genuine, raw, and too real to be merely acting.
So this is the scene, this is the montage, right? It's actually two different scenes, but we can see them making out. And what's really key here is that you can see that she's biting his lip in this specific makeout scene, right? When you can see that they're very intimately involved. Now, the reason this is so key is because of the date that this was filmed. So this was actually filmed in January 2024, which was after the all-hands meeting that she had with Sony and Ryan Reynolds and Baldoni and the producers, right? Why is that important? Well, because the allegations of harassment were made in phase 1 of filming, which happened prior to January 2024. So all of the alleged harassment is what she claimed happened prior to 2024. So this was shot afterwards. And even at the end of production, which Baldoni's team presented in their case, is that Blake Lively signed off saying that phase 2, everything in phase 2 was kosher and she was cool with everything. It was totally good. Which is interesting considering the lip biting, like she's literally sucking on his lip, which is what she accused him of doing in her harassment lawsuit.
This sparked a heated discussion. Social media erupted in conjecture, analyzing every frame and trying to determine whether it was scripted or spontaneous. The video's sudden disappearance only deepened the mystery of who had the authority to remove it so swiftly and why. Could it have been an off-the-clock rehearsal, a stolen moment between two co-stars, or a skillfully planned PR stunt to create buzz for the movie?
His production company produced it, he directed it as well, and then she took creative control. Through power, intimidation, threats, and he claims that she made up the sexual harassment allegations as a cover-up, and that he engaged in no smear campaign, that she's the one who did. Gaslighter, manipulator, liar. Baldoni is suing the actress best known for Gossip Girl and her husband for a whole bunch of causes, including defamation, unfair business practices, and more. And as I told you earlier, he has evidence, footage, and audio of Blake Lively out of character, mocking his physical appearance, making fun of his nose and telling him that he should get plastic surgery. He's got receipts in the form of actual footage from the movie. And he's got even more receipts that reveal Blake Lively did not respect boundaries. Blake Lively was so unprofessional while filming.
A single person's response, or lack thereof, stood out while the internet was ablaze with rumors. Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds, known for his razor-sharp wit and light-hearted approach to public scrutiny, appeared to adopt an unusually reserved stance. Fans had expected him to tweet sarcastically or make a cheeky comment about the situation, but instead he was radio silent. His recent public appearances revealed that he was visibly tense, and his interactions with the press lacked his usual humor.
Latest on Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The couple made their first public appearance in weeks. Amid their dispute with her, It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Claire's got the details.
Yeah, George, good morning to you. While the legal battle is turning ugly, the couple was all smiles and glamour this weekend. Lively has a movie out in a few weeks. She hasn't done any publicity for it yet, and that has added to the surprise of her appearance.
A source telling People magazine Reynolds and Lively had a great time at SNL 50, adding, "It was nice getting out of the house and being around friends and familiar faces."
When a reporter questioned Ryan about Blake's on-screen chemistry with Baldoni, his response, "Oh, I'm sure they're very professional," was followed by a forced smile that fans swiftly criticized as being inappropriate. A few days later, Ryan was spotted leaving a prestigious Los Angeles law firm, and although there was no official confirmation of the reason for his visit, the timing was too convenient to ignore.
Blake Lively and husband Ryan Reynolds appearing at Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration, making their first public appearance since she sued her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Ryan alluding to the ongoing legal battle during this Q&A sketch with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Ryan Reynolds, hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why, what have you heard?
The couple's appearance lighting up social media.
Ryan Reynolds was just featured in a sketch where they made a joke about the Justin Baldoni lawsuit drama. This is insane.
Public relations experts saying making light of a serious legal matter can be a double-edged sword.
We can't be dismissive of the allegations that were raised, and they were certainly, very serious allegations. But I think that likely the response strategy was designed to be appropriate in tone and brevity for the venue. It's their job to make public appearances. They're going to have to hit the red carpet at some point. And so it was something that was inevitable and that they had to do, I think, to move forward with their careers and their lives.
In a time when celebrities' social media activity is examined like court documents, the biggest surprise, though, was when social media users saw that Ryan had unfollowed Justin B on Instagram. Was this a covert confirmation that something was amiss? Was Ryan quietly voicing his unhappiness without going public? This minor but important gesture sent the internet into a tailspin.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing. There wasn't a lot of actual evidence, whereas with Baldoni, we see screenshots of emails, text messages, we've seen him release footage, like raw footage and audio, where with her, there are just a lot of allegations. So even here, she's made a lot of new allegations where she's like, wait, I actually have 2 other actresses on the set. I'm not gonna reveal who they are. I'm not gonna give you their names. They'll probably at some point have to testify at trial should we get that far. But I mean, there are a lot of just allegations, like there are 2 other actresses that are coming, but they haven't come out. So she may depose them, which may force them to come out. Sure. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like anybody else is electively coming out with their stories.
Who do we think the 2 other actresses are?
Jenny Slate and then Isabella, who played young Lily in the film, I think.
2 of them showed up on the red carpet, of course, all smiles, which seems incredibly forced and uncomfortable. Like, they definitely seem awkward and fidgety, especially Ryan. And to be fair, I would be too, because they shouldn't even be showing their faces right now. But they walked the red carpet and smiled for the cameras. This statement says, Lively appeared to be in good spirits amid her return to the limelight. And I'm just reading that and thinking, how possibly could you be in good spirits in the middle of a lawsuit that started with claims of you being sexually harassed? Like, is she okay?
2 of them. Naturally, everyone was beaming when they appeared on the red carpet, which seemed really forced and uneasy, like they appear awkward and restless, especially Ryan. To be fair, I would feel the same way because they shouldn't even be revealing their faces at this moment, but they walked the red carpet and grinned for the cameras. According to this statement, Lively seemed upbeat during her comeback to the limelight. I'm just reading that, and the alleged tension between Blake and Ryan had fans talking, and another significant figure in this scandal was Justin Baldwin's wife, Emily Baldwini, who up until now had kept a low profile regarding her husband's professional endeavors. They asked, "How could you be in good spirits in the middle of a lawsuit that started with claims of you being sexually harassed?"